Well, it is the final week of Hispanic Heritage Month, and we're taking a look today at investing in the Latinx community. The fast-growing group accounts for 19% of all Americans, making it the nation's second largest racial group and a major opportunity for institutions. Joining us to discuss is Josean Fernandez. He's been recognized by Crain's New York as a notable leader in the Hispanic community. He's currently Ariel Investments head of national accounts. Josean, it's good to talk to you today. You know, we've seen those numbers in terms of the demographic makeup of this community. How should we be thinking about them in terms of investing power and buying power?
Yeah, thank you, Akiko. It's great to be on. You know, one of the biggest growth engines and arguably the biggest opportunity, as you alluded to, lies in our U.S. Latino cohort. You know, the LDC, the Latino Donors Collaborative, have analyzed the impact of the Latino demographic and have found that it's responsible for $2.8 trillion in GDP. So $2.8 trillion in GDP. That's up $1 trillion in less than 10 years. So to put that into perspective for your viewers, if the U.S. Latino cohort was its own independent country, be the fifth largest economy in the world, surpassing that of the United Kingdom, surpassing that of France, surpassing that of India, Canada, Korea, the list goes on. And so the kicker here, Akiko, is that it's in our own respective borders, right? The fifth largest economy within our respective borders. It's an incredibly powerful demographic for both institutions and investors to be a part of.
Yeah, with that said, it's not something that we always sort of frame the conversation around when we talk about the Latinx community. Why do you think that's the case?
You know, I think ultimately organizations really need to pinpoint and say to themselves, okay, you know, how important is diversity, right, within our respective organizations, and diversity of thought, right? And can we actually, you know, invest in this particular space to grow the market, right? At the end of the day, we know very keenly at this junction that investing in diverse managers, investing in diverse perspectives it can lead to outperformance, right? And there's certainly value there. And institutions certainly have a role to play here. They can invest in emerging managers, whether it be on the public side, whether it be on the private side. On the private side, you've seen venture capital firms really start to grow within the emerging managers section, as well as private equity and private credit. And so there's a tremendous amount of opportunity. Quite frankly, I think organizations need to really hone in and ultimately say to themselves, this is important to us, and we see the growth, and we're going to invest in that growth.
Yeah, and at Ariel Investments, how are you, in your role, trying to amplify some of that message?
Well, you know, we at Ariel Investments, we invest in the world that we want to see, right? Ariel Investments is the first African American owned asset management firm in the country, right? And so diversity is literally and figuratively in our DNA. And we're committed to DE&I across all of our organization. And we take very special care and are very purposeful in attracting diverse talent. And frankly, we don't just talk the talk, we certainly walk the walk. You know, our employees are 75% diverse. When you look at leadership ranks, which tends to quite frankly be underrepresented of a lot of organizations, we're at 67%. And most importantly, minority ownership within our organizations at 83%, right? So our co-CEO, Melody Hobson, is a very firm proponent of what gets measured gets done, right? And we are immensely proud of those numbers.
Okay, we'll continue to follow all the progress there. Ariel Investments head of national accounts, Josean Fernandez. Good to talk to you today.